Hello guys, si Keshan Velosa ulit ito at welcome sa unang episode ng bago nating Laro Tayo series. Ang laro tayo ng The Blackwell Legacy. Kung napanood nyo yung Let's Play, yung Laro Tayo series ko ng Cathy Rain, Director's Cut, ito yung sinasabi kong game na inspiration dun sa dun sa Cathy Rain. Tsaka yung best friend niya, si Eileen, ito yung sinasabi kong character na na pinagbasihan doon sa design niya. Yan yung yung comment ni Cathy na nerdy yung friend niya na may glasses tapos red hair. Ito yun itong character na to. So, start natin. So, game start. Would you like to activate in-game instructions? Sige. Tutorial. Activate natin. Note, in addition to on-screen instructions, you can view the instructions by clicking the help button on the options screen. Day 1.
So, I guess this is it. Years of watching and waiting and hoping, and it comes down to this. Do I love you? Do I miss you? I don't know for sure, I hardly know you, but you're the closest thing to family I've got, and I suppose that's something. Goodbye, Auntie. Wherever you are.
Earn. Ano yan? Usok ba yun? So maganda dito sa game na to yung location ng game sa New York. Kung yung Blackwell Legacy ay kung yung
What a morning. At least I'm home now.
Kung yung Cathy Rain binase nila sa fictional na lugar, ito binase nila yung game sa isang lugar talaga, yung actual lugar sa Amerika, yung New York. Kasi yung creator ng game, yung si Dave Goldberg, ayan. Si Dave Gilbert pala. Si Dave Gilbert tsaka lumaki siya sa New York City talaga eh. So yun, influence niya dito sa game. Interacting with objects. To interact with objects or characters, move the mouse cursor over them and left click. There is a strange kid standing in front of Rosa's door. Try interacting with him to see what he wants. Ito. Pero bago yan, as usual, explore tayo.
It's the front door. The windows look into the lobby of the building.
Okay.
I've never seen this kid before in my life.
Hi there.
Hi?
So who are you visiting today?
Okay. Express surprise, laugh it off, make an inquiry. Kasi nga sabi niya, hindi niya kilala eh.
What are you talking about?
Seriously, who are you here to see? Can't let you in unless you tell me.
I live here?
No, you don't. I know everybody in the building. I don't know you.
State the facts. Question his presence. Appeal for sympathy. Gradually take your leave. Question his presence muna.
Who the hell are you?
Jim Burdo.
All right, Jim. Where's the regular doorman?
Geez, where have you been? He's on strike.
He's what?
Strike. All the building servicemen in the city are doing it. Union rules or something. I stepped in to help because I know everybody.
How come nobody told me?
Notices were posted all over the building. I put them up myself. You lived here, you'd have seen them.
Who pays attention to things like that?
Well, that's not my problem.
Ask about the strike.
How long is the strike going to last?
I don't know. Could be a couple hours or a couple days, depending on whether they reach a settlement or not. I don't know the details.
Give your address.
Listen, I really live here. 4th floor, number 4E.
4E. Isn't that apartment empty?
No! I live there, and I want to go there. Thank you very much.
Oh, maybe you're telling the truth.
He sees reason, thank God.
You have any ID? A driver's license or something?
Yes, I have a driver's license. It's upstairs. In my desk drawer. Crap. Come on, this is New York. Who actually drives?
True, but I still can't let you in unless you prove you live here.
Ito lang muna. Ask for help.
Okay, I have no ID, and you don't know me. What can I do to prove that I live here?
Well, can anyone in the building vouch for you?
I'm not sure. I mean, I don't really know anybody here.
How long have you lived here again?
Be quiet. Not all of us are social butterflies.
Okay, whatever. Hey, what about Nishanti Sharma? He could vouch for you.
Ask about Nishanti.
Who is this Nish?
Nishanti. Nishanti Sharma. He lives in 4F. You know, right next door to 4E. You really don't get out much, do you?
Your point?
Nothing, but I'm sure she could vouch for you.
Great, call her up.
She's not here.
Of course she isn't. So I gotta wait here all day for her.
You might have to. Although, she usually goes to Washington Square Park in the mornings. You could look for her there.
Okay. Grudgingly take your leave.
I'll be back.
See you around.
Activating the inventory bar. Rosa is carrying something. Let's see what it is. To activate the inventory bar, move your mouse cursor to the top of the screen. The inventory bar. Welcome to the inventory bar. Here you can access the objects Rosangela is carrying, in addition to accessing the game options, save, load, quit, etc. Looking at objects. To look at the objects or characters, move the mouse cursor over them and right-click. Rosa has a letter in her inventory bar. Try looking at it to see what it is. Dr. Donald Quentin, Bellevue Medical Hospital, New York, New York. Miss Blackwell, my name is Dr. Donald Quentin, and I was your aunt's primary care physician here at Bellevue Hospital. I have seen to your aunt's needs since she arrived here 25 years ago. So 30 years old na tong si Rosa. Please accept my heartfelt condolences for your loss. Feel free to visit my office at any time. I am sure we have much to discuss. Sincerely, Dr. Donald Quentin, MD. Okay. Okay, so ito yung hospital, Bellevue Psychiatric Hospital, tapos yung Washington Square Park. Dito muna tayo.
Washington Square. It's been a while since I've been here. Still looks the same, I guess. Although the dog park is empty. I wonder why. The dog park is empty. Now I'm getting a stress headache. I need to get home. He's wearing one of those extendable leashes. I don't think so.
Total, sumusunod siya sa atin. Sige. Extendable leash daw eh. So, sige. Sunod. Apple. Natita sa baba. Natitrap ka ngayon.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Don't worry, Moti. I'm coming. There, all better. I can't take you anywhere, can I? Oh, it's you. The lady next door.
Yeah, hi.
Rhonda, isn't it?
No, Rosangela.
Well, Rosangela. I hope my friend here hasn't been giving you any trouble.
Shrug it off. Explain the situation. Compliment the pooch.
That's a cute dog you've got.
Isn't he just? Normally he behaves, but he seems to have taken a shine to you.
Oh, great.
Anyway, I don't think we've formally met. I'm Nishanti.
Rosangela.
So you said.
Oh, right.
Yes?
I have a strange favor to ask.
Go ahead and ask. What are neighbors for?
You know that building servicemen strike?
Yes. Jim Burdo is covering, isn't he?
Yeah, that's the problem, see. He doesn't recognize me.
Oh? Oh. So you need me to vouch for you?
Yeah, I know this is pretty stupid.
Don't worry about it. Moti is getting a little cranky anyway. Let's get you home.
Thanks.
Are you all right?
I'm fine, I just need to get home.
All right. Let's keep walking. Hello, Jim.
Hey, Miss Sharma.
Jim, this is Rosangela. She lives here.
She does? Okay. Sorry about earlier. Had to be sure.
Angry response. Sarcastic response. Syrupy sweet response. Sige, trip. Pagtripan natin.
Oh, it was no problem at all. Do you want anything else? Milk or orange juice, perhaps? Never mind. Just get out of my way.
Well, here we are.
Yes. Finally. That stupid kid.
Well, perhaps. But try not to be so hard on him. We're all neighbors after all.
Yeah, I guess.
Looks like somebody's hungry. I'd best get this spoiled puppy fed. Feel free to drop in any time you want.
Polite response.
I'll think about it.
No thinking needed. I know we New Yorkers don't usually talk to our neighbors, but who cares? The city can be a lonely place, especially when you live alone. I've got Moti. Who do you have?
Okay na comment yun, ha? Get defensive. Give the silent treatment. Try to make a joke. Ito na lang.
Oh, I have 3 great roommates.
Oh?
Yes, their names are me, myself, and I. It's a joke.
Yeah, I get it. Very funny. I'm sure you're fine. Although your episode in the park tells me otherwise. And your eyes. Well, let's just say the offer stands.
Sure.
You go home now. We'll see each other soon, Rosangela, I'm sure.
Hey.
Yes?
You can call me Rosa, if you like. Rosangela's kind of a mouthful, you know.
All right, Rosa. You have a good day now.
What a strange lady. The elevator. That door leads to Nishanti's apartment. I can't remember who lives there. That door leads to my apartment.
Ipasok na.
Home. Thank God. I've never been so happy to see a 500 square foot room in my life.
May tawag sa telephone. Sagutin natin.
It's just a telephone. Hello?
This is Dr. Quentin from Bellevue Hospital.
Yes?
I was your aunt's primary care physician. Did you receive my letter?
Yes, I received it. I haven't had the time to come by, though.
That's all right. I'm sure you're busy. However, should you find the time today, my entire schedule is free.
Sure. I'll keep that in mind.
Thank you. Good day.
If I don't visit him, he's just going to keep bothering me. I suppose I should just get it over with.
Teka lang. So,
This TV was here when I moved in. I don't need to bother. I don't get reception anyway. I must have watched all these a dozen times. I'm not up for watching a movie. Besides, I've seen all of them a dozen times.
Okay, so punta tayo sa hospital. Wala na yung park kasi nga, nagpunta na tayo dun eh. So, dito mo tayo sa Bellevue. Dito ba yun?
The sign says I'm not allowed back there. Locked. Whatever's back there, I can't get to it. Looks like a fuse box. Judging by the flickering lights, it must be broken. You need a key to open it. Looks like an internal phone, for paging doctors or patients, I guess. I don't have anyone to call. It says that this floor is undergoing renovations. That explains a lot. Just a small transistor radio. It's the security guard for the hospital.
Ask to see Dr. Quentin.
I'm here to see Dr. Quentin.
Uh-huh. Is he expecting you?
I've got this letter right here.
Okay, looks legit. Go right in. His name's on the door, you can't miss it.
Thanks.
Come in.
Dr. Quentin?
Yes.
I'm Rosangela Blackwell.
Oh, hello. Come in. Come in. You got my letter, I trust.
Yes, I did.
Good, good. My condolences on the loss of your mother.
Stern correction, polite correction, subtle correction. Sige, polite.
Thanks, but she was my aunt, not my mother.
Ah, quite right, quite right.
So you wanted to talk to me about something?
Yes, yes, I did. But before we go into that, how are you holding up?
Expected response, cautious response. Complain about your day. Sige.
Just having a really bad morning.
Oh?
I'll get over it. Just some stuff I have to deal with.
You received the ashes?
Yes, I scattered them this morning.
I imagine you must miss her.
Doon sa intro, nalaman natin na hindi niya hindi niya talaga kakilala yung auntie niya. So, sige. Paranoid response, callous response, honest response.
To be honest, I'm not sure what to feel. It's not like I knew her, or even remember her from before. She's like a stranger.
So why did you make it a point of visiting her all those years?
Habit, family, none of your business, family.
She was the only family I had. I guess I felt an obligation, like I had to.
And now that you don't have to?
What do you want me to say? Auntie's dead, life goes on.
So you'll just keep living, is that it?
Yes.
Keep writing your little book reviews in the paper, right?
You know about those?
It's hardly a secret. A number of the staff have read them, yes.
I didn't think a West Village paper would interest anyone up here.
I have to be honest, Miss Blackwell. The staff read them because they were more interested in you.
Ayun, yung comment niya na yung writer siya. Kasi si doon sa Cathy Rain, si Cathy nag-aaral mag-journalism. So, ayun, not yun dito sa game na to. Kasi nga tong si Rosa, writer siya eh. So, deadpan response, paranoid response, defensive response. Ito. Deadpan response na lang.
Oh?
Their intentions were purely benign, I assure you. It was your aunt they were primarily interested in. They wanted to know more about her family, and you proved to be, shall we say, less than eager to comply?
That's their problem.
Indeed. It was your choice to make. Your aunt was an interesting case. And now that she's gone, I was hoping you'd be more forthcoming with me. Just an informal chat. We can discuss her condition. And yours too, of course.
Kung titignan nyo yung characteristics nitong si Rosa, yung features niya, yan yung buhok niya, tsaka yung face, yung glasses niya, ginawa sa Catherine, binigay kay Eileen. Pero yung attitude niya, na medyo sarcastic siya, yun, binigay kay Cathy. So yun nga, yung game na yun talaga not dito. Ask about auntie's condition. Ask about your condition. Ano condition?
Wait, what do you mean by my condition?
Hereditary dementia is my specialty, Miss Blackwell. And in my opinion, there is significant cause for concern.
Sorry, did you say hereditary?
Yes, 2 generations. Your aunt and your grandmother before her.
My grandmother?
Yes, Patricia, I think her name was, right?
I never knew my grandmother. Auntie Lauren was it. There was nobody else. She couldn't exactly provide me with a family history.
Oh, I see. I had no idea.
Well, maybe you should have. Did anyone else come in to visit her besides me?
No, you are correct. I should have read the family history more carefully. I do apologize. I just assumed. Well, never mind. It doesn't change the fact that you should be concerned as well.
Go on.
Patricia Blackwell suffered her mental collapse at the age of 55. Lauren Blackwell underwent hers at the age of 40.
What are you saying? That the same thing is going to happen to me?
No, I'm saying that there is significant cause for concern.
55 tapos 40, so 15-year gap. Eto si Rosa, 30, so 10? Pwedeng ganon? Ano mo na yung auntie muna natin?
You never could find out what was wrong with her, huh?
No, we didn't. But she still remains a fascinating case.
Fascinating. I don't understand.
Forgive me, I speak from a purely professional perspective. I didn't know your aunt personally.
Neither did I, but fascinating?
It might come as a surprise to you, but yes.
But she was practically catatonic. All she did was lie there for 20 years. She'd sometimes twitch or mumble something incoherent, but I wouldn't call that fascinating.
Well, as you know, she wasn't exactly catatonic. We kept her sedated.
Right, she had outbursts.
Yes, and we had to sedate her heavily to keep her calm, especially in preparation for your visits.
What are you trying to say?
Miss Blackwell, we are not a nursing home. We're not content to merely keep a patient comfortable. We are, after all, in the healing profession. We were trying to heal your aunt, and to do that, we had to speak to her.
Wait, you spoke to Auntie.
We tried to.
Did she answer back?
After a fashion, yes.
So, interesting to Ask about auntie's words.
If Auntie spoke, why wasn't I told?
Miss Blackwell, do you remember what brought your aunt here in the first place? Her screaming, her hitting herself?
I was only 5 years old at the time, but I kind of remember.
In order to prevent her from doing harm to herself or to others, we were forced to sedate her. When we limited her medication, she simply reverted to her former state. Her natural state, I'm sorry to add.
What did Auntie say?
Nothing that made any sense. But one thing was clear. She was in great pain.
Pain? What kind of pain?
It's difficult to say, but it was immense.
How immense?
When we reduced her medication, the transformation was dramatic. Her eyes flew open, she thrashed, her screams. Well, we had to gag her eventually.
My God.
I know.
Did she still feel it when she was sedated?
We don't know. There's no way of knowing.
25 years.
I know.
Poor Auntie.
Okay. Yun namang lola lang tanungin natin.
So, I had a grandmother.
Apparently so.
How do you know about her?
It was in your aunt's case history when she was brought to us. Patricia Blackwell's symptoms were the same, word for word. Patricia's case was severe, and she was young, but it was chalked up to being an ordinary case of dementia. Until
Until it struck her daughter.
20 years later, when it struck her daughter, yes.
It seems impossible.
Perhaps it's genetic, but we've detected no abnormality.
Pero nung nasa park, nung pinunta natin yung ni Shanti, para sumakit yung ulo niya sa park, di kaya simptomas yun? Okay, tanong tayo ng links.
You couldn't find any other link between the two cases.
None, aside from the family connection. And a name.
A name? What name?
The documentation we had on your grandmother is minimal, but there was one interesting item noted. During her more lucid moments, she uttered the name Joey. Your aunt, too, would cry out that name on occasion.
Joey?
Yes.
Who's Joey?
We've been wondering the same thing for 25 years.
Ask about the future.
So what should I do?
Right now, nothing. This type of thing is unprecedented. There is no procedure to go through, no medication I can give you. I just want you to be aware is all. And come talk to me if, well, there's any concern.
Okay. Medyo naka-alarming yun.
Is there anything else you need to tell me before I go?
Your aunt had some personal effects in storage. As the next of kin, you're the beneficiary. It's just a folder, some documents and so on. It's being sent to your address via messenger.
Oh, well, thanks for that.
It's no problem at all. Goodbye, Miss Blackwell. My schedule is fairly open now, so feel free to drop in anytime. I'm always happy to discuss my favorite patient.
Sure.
Okay. So, uwi na. Merong package na parating para sa atin. Kailangan nating makuha yun. Nandito na kaagad. Ganda ng music sa kwarto niya. Grabe.
Apparently, this envelope had no trouble entering the building. Go figure. Looks like it's from Bellevue.
Okay, tingnan natin. Letter? 25 pages. Grabe, haba ah. Dear Lauren, September 3, 1960. So you have been at NYU for 2 weeks now and have not called. I am sure things are busy in the Big Apple. But don't forget the family you left behind. Things back home are well. Jack starts high school on Monday, so he's a bit nervous. You know how he gets. Be sure to write him a letter. He misses his big sister. I admit I am still a bit nervous about you living in New York all by yourself. You are carrying ID with you when you go out, like I asked. Actually, hindi nga eh. Napatunayan natin na hindi eh. You know me, just being a mom. Somebody has to. Keep your head on straight, kid, as your dad would say. And remember that you have a family back home that misses you. Love you, Mom and Dad and Jack. Page 3. October 17, 1960. Hello, sis. I am writing this on my new St. Clair Model 15. Mom says that improving my handwriting is a lost cause. So she got me this. Keen, huh? I've already typed up a few stories on it. And this letter can't type for long because Dad says the noise drives him up the freaking wall. What does he know? So how is life in the big bad city? Troy is dead boring, as usual. Why do you have to go to college, huh? There's nobody to talk to in this dump anymore. See you at Thanksgiving. Jacko. Page 4. December 5, 1960. Dear Lauren, well, Thanksgiving time has come and gone, and so have you. In just 2 short months, I can already see you evolving into a capable young woman. You have outgrown this small town. Lauren, that much is obvious. Jack will be following in your footsteps soon, I am sure. Visiting you in New York is all he talks about. Speaking of Jack, I know you are worried about him. We all are. But don't feel don't feel that it's your responsibility. You are his sister and you love him. But he has got to learn to live without you. Eventually. You are growing up. Let him grow up too. Till Christmas, love, Mom and Dad and Jack. Page 5. September 16, 1961. Lauren, can you keep a secret? I don't want to say this over the phone in case Mom or Dad overhear. Mom's been acting odd lately. It started a few days after you went back to New York. She was dragging me shopping when she suddenly screamed and fainted. She was pointing at the corner of the room, but there was nothing there. We brought her to the hospital, and she says she's fine now, but she's been very on edge and paranoid. It's hard to explain. That's no help. Can you call and try to cheer her up? She won't listen to me. Just don't tell her about this letter. I just hope she's okay, Jacko. Hindi ko pa tapos basahin. November 13, 1961. Lauren, you seemed concerned after our last phone call. I just wanted to write and reassure you that everything is fine. Let us know when you are coming home again for Thanksgiving. With love, Mom and Dad and Jack. Okay. December 8, 1961. Dear sis, Mom's getting worse. You said it best during Thanksgiving. It's like somebody is watching over her shoulder. Paranoia. She sits by herself for hours, pretending to read when it's obviously she isn't. Lately, she's been covering her ears as if to keep out a sound and closing her eyes tight. That's losing patience with her. She's convinced she's lost her mind, and I'm starting to agree. She refuses to get any kind of help. Why can't she see that there is a problem? This isn't normal. Not normal at all. Why can't she see that? I hate to admit it, but I'm kind of scared. Scared for her. I don't know what to do. Jack. Okay. Page 10. February 23, 1962. Lauren, it has a name. Mom locked herself in the bathroom. This morning, she sounded like she was talking to herself in there. Well, not to herself. It was like there was somebody else there. But there wasn't. I listened. I couldn't understand it. But she did say the name Joey. I asked her later who Joey was, and she got really scared. Then she got angry and said, if you know what's good for you, never mention that name again. This could be the key. If we find out who Joey is, maybe we can save her. Jack. Yun nga, yung lola niya tsaka si Lauren, yung auntie ni, itong si Lauren nga eh. March 16, 1962. Dear Lauren, well, it's done. The final papers have been signed. It hurt a lot, but it had to be done. Mom has now been committed to a mental ward. I have to say I am relieved. I know how you feel about it. But you weren't there. You didn't come home to see her screaming and tearing her hair out, running around the house, knocking down everything in her way. Cuts were all over her face, and the house was practically destroyed. I was so shocked I just closed the door and waited outside for Dad to come home. It was awful. She clawed at his face, and drew blood. It will haunt my dreams for the rest of my life. Thanks for coming out, Lauren. I don't think Dad and I could have handled it on our own. She kind of drained us. You know. Can I come visit? Can I come to New York and visit? I need to get away for a while. Jack. May 17, 1965. Congratulations. Summa cum laude. Actually sa America ang pronunciation nila summa cum laude. Sa atin yung summa cum laude, sa kanila summa cum laude lang. I always knew you were a smarty pants, sis. Now you've got the documentation to prove it. Thanks again for letting me stay at your place for the weekend. It was just like old times, except you weren't smoking then. New York is an amazing city and Columbia has a great campus. I can't wait to move down there in September, but until then, I've got to deal with our grumpy old man. He's insufferable, as always. Ever since Mom, he's been hard to talk to and very hard on me. I should tell him you're smoking now. Maybe then he'll concentrate on you for once. See you again soon, Jack. Okay, October 16, 1967. It's happened, Lauren. Just like you eventually said it would. I'm in love. Her name is Maria. She's from Italy, and we met in statistics class. She asked if she could copy my notes because her hand was tired. We ended up having lunch, and we've been inseparable ever since. She's incredible. She's got the most amazing red hair, and I want you to meet her. I'll come by soon, Jack. Page 16. December 19, 1970. Lauren, are you alright? Ever since Mom's funeral, you've been hard to reach. I know it's been hard on us, but it's been 6 months. I've tried calling, but you never answer. Came by the other day, but you didn't open the door. I knew you were there, Lauren. I could hear you. I risked using the spare key you gave me, but you changed the lock. Come for dinner on Christmas Eve. Maria is a great cook. We won't ask any questions. Just come. Come. Mom might be gone, but we're still here. I miss my big sister. Page 17. December 28, 1970. Lauren, who is Joey? I went over last week to give you a Christmas gift. You didn't answer the door, but I heard you talking to somebody named Joey. So yun nga, pareho na sila nung nanay niya. So, sino ba talaga yung Joey na yan? Is it a boyfriend? Is it a boyfriend? Are you seeing a man named Joey? Is that why you've dropped out? Is that why you've dropped off the map? Or is it something else? I don't think I need to tell you what. For God's sake, talk to me, Jack. Okay. February 13, 1971. Lauren, I know you're annoyed, but I am not sorry. I didn't want to do it. But you left me no choice. Hiring a private detective to follow you was the only option left. He told me some odd things. You won't talk to me, but you'll talk to total strangers. You'll go to every far corner of the city at the strangest hours, and you talk to yourself when you think you're alone. Don't deny it. He heard it, and so did I. Not that any of it made any sense. That alone is disturbing. It is disturbing enough, but then he saw you collapse. You were all alone in some obscure park in the Bronx when you just fainted. He was about to call an ambulance, but then he saw you get up again and walk off like nothing happened. Ano kaya yan? Ang weird na na. You were always there for me growing up. Don't shut me out, sis. Let me be there for you now, Jack. Jacko, please stay away. Don't worry about me. There are things that need to be done, and I am the only one who can do them. Don't ask me to explain. All I can say is that I understand our mother more than ever. She was never crazy, Jacko. Trust me on this. And take some comfort in it. You've grown up and you've grown tough, and you don't need anyone to fight your battles anymore. You don't need me. You don't need me. But I'll always be your big sister, Lauren. Page 21. April 15, 1973. I am returning your letter because I refuse to accept it. No, you don't need to fight my battles. I'm not 14 years old anymore, but we are still family, and that's important, especially now that Dad has died. Look, you obviously have something going on, and that's fine. I don't have to be involved if you don't want me to, but I still want you involved in my life. Maria and I are getting married in November. You are coming. No stupid excuses, Jack. Okay, page 22. November 24, 1973. Greetings from Greece. If there were any words to describe the beauty of this place, it still wouldn't do it justice. A perfect spot for a honeymoon. Things have been busy, as you can imagine, but I wanted to quickly write to say that I'm glad you made the wedding. Of course, I'm still worried about you, but somebody has to be. You take care and stay in touch. Maria says hi, Jack. Page 20.
There are some pictures stuck to the back of this letter.
Mamaya natin tignan yun. Tapusin mo natin to. March 31, 1976. Dear Aunt Lauren. Yes, Aunt Lauren. You're an aunt. I'm a dad. Maria gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. We named her Rosa Angela, after Maria's grandmother. She's so quiet. She hardly cries at night at all. I'm all set to spoil her rotten, but Maria says to take it easy. She looks just like her mother, and there's a bit of you in her eyes too. And Mom and Dad, everything our family was or will be, this child is it. Life is changing so fast. I just want to hold on to this tiny creature and never let go. The future is an exciting place, and I have everything I could ever want. I don't want anything to change, ever, Jack. My last page. The Law Offices of Durkin and Goldberg, April 21, 1981. Dear Miss Blackwell, it is indeed within your legal rights to take custody of your 5-year-old niece. With the death of her parents, you are the only living relative. Please contact our office and we will start the necessary paperwork. Sincerely, John Durkin. Okay, so tapos na. Kamali ako ng click. Check ko lang yung time, guys. Okay, mayroon pa tayong 4 minutes, pero wag na. End na natin dito, guys. Teka. Mamaya natin sagutin yung phone. Check mo natin itong pictures. Wedding photograph.
That's definitely Auntie Lauren. She's looking at something off camera. I wonder what it was. I don't want to ruin the picture. I assume that's my mother. She sort of looks like me, I guess. Other than that, she's a total stranger. Is that my dad? He looks so young. I always pictured my dad as being older. I don't want to ruin the picture.
Check natin yung pangalawang picture, tapos end na natin episode. Walang nakiklik. Okay, save na natin, guys, tapos end natin episode. Save game. Okay. Save ko lang ulit para sigurado. Okay. Unfortunately, guys, wala tong back to menu option eh. So, pag-click ko nito, guys, tapos na to. So, Chaos Run Velosa signing off. Next episode na lang ulit.